Tell her, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hey girl, it's your Banji princess. Sister Good Pussy's in the building.
The Banji Princess.
The Banji princess grows.
That kind of reminds me when they used to call Sierra the Princess of Crunk and
Uh-huh.
R&B.
Right.
Come on, give Sia.
The Prince of Banj. Oh, also the princess.
Okay, so I'm gonna make you a shirt that says Princess Banji,
Uh-huh. Give it to me.
aka
What's
Sister
up?
Good Puss.
What's up? Hey, brother Fro. What's good?
Yo, 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 yo.
And I love this salt and pepper thing that you're giving me. I know you don't really live for the gray hairs, but it's cute, boo. Like,
No, I live from, it gives me a little rogue situation.
Hey.
Bro. It's just the wildness of my hair that I don't really live for. Like I'll be wanting to just like put it away.
yes, Aaron.
So
Oh, question. Have you seen Cloak and Daggers? Marvel's Cloak and Dagger?
no, I haven't. Is it good?
It's really cute.
So the reason why I asked it like that is because I didn't get into Cloak and Dagger in the comics. That wasn't never really my tea. So I'm not as inclined to just jump into this.
Right.
But I might. I've been hearing pretty good reviews.
Yeah, and I actually think the younger guy, the younger black guy who is Cloak, he is from New York, the city.
Oh, word. All right. So I might check it out.
I might check it out. Hey Trey.
Hola. I don't know no other Spanish except for that. I don't know why I said all that.
Girl.
I don't know. I feel like I've been like locked away in like an unknown land, and you guys are all
shade.
just here.
No shade.
I mean, these people probably don't even know. Like I be in Philly half the time.
Girl.
But no, I do take a good trip and travel to see y'all who's every once in a while. But I haven't been really doing anything. I've just been working, been trying to be sane and good.
Okay.
But yeah, that's really it.
Well, how did those 4 dates go that you said you had when we were texting?
See, bitch.
Right.
What
Hey, bitch.
What you
She
not?
did that to me on last episode. So, mama, bring your dates on out. Mama,
Well,
bring them
bitch,
out.
here's what we not gonna do: act up in front of company.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Right.
These when the red light comes on, we don't act up in front of company. My dates was fine.
Okay.
Dates, how many? 4 you said?
They was enough.
My dates was my dates.
I did what I did. I said what I said, and I won't be changing or being with nobody else.
That's fine.
Okay.
Hey, Stevie girl.
Now, bitch, how was your date? Did you get
Oh,
it?
I
Did you
didn't
pop
get
it?
any-
Did you throw it back?
No. I haven't been dating. I haven't went on any more dates, excuse me.
Okay.
I'm chilling right now, trying to enjoy the summer. Being an
And
uncle.
a cocktail.
And a cocktail, a nice glass of wine, because the girls love a glass of wine.
we know.
Yeah, I love glasses of wine.
Y'all
and
love events and wine.
events and wine. If you see the girls out, say what's up. It's no shade. And yeah, I just been chilling.
Oh, you know what I'm really, really excited for? Because I don't go out. Slayfest.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like anticipating it.
Yeah, it's gonna be some things.
It's-
Look, I'm sorry.
Damn,
Look,
y'all bumping
it's-
heads.
Look,
it was
this
like
is
y'all.
why- this is
It
why
was
these
like y'all
bitches
was
can't wear-
sore fighting. Like, bitch, what y'all do? Ooh, do rag.
Oh yeah. This is why the girls can't wear hats. Me and Malik just bumped heads.
That sounded okay.
Yes. No, Slayfest though. Yeah.
But I'm really excited. I don't go out, and so I'm like excited to like do stuff. I don't know what to do, but like I'm gonna see people. I feel like I'm gonna be like seeing the people that I see on Instagram and Twitter and be like, oh my god,
They gonna be out.
oh my god, I follow you on Twitter, and I think I know you, but I really don't. That's how I'm gonna feel. But that's it.
Yeah, July 21st.
Yes, in Brooklyn. Wait, we in Brooklyn?
Yeah, it's gonna be
Oh,
in Brooklyn.
Bitch, a bitch been in Brooklyn a little
Nigga
too
said
often.
Him will be in the building, so everyone else should be there as well.
I know, and we don't often go out as a clique. I feel like
And a link will be on our pages, so where you can go purchase tickets. So yeah, make sure if you're in New York City, or even if you're not in New York City, bitch, purchase a ticket. You can pump on down or pump on up or pump on over, whatever you want doing. But Slay Fest is supposed, Slay TV is all about queer creatives, getting their projects out, getting their work out, being seen and being heard. So we're so glad to have this opportunity and to have this platform. So girl, come on and support us, show us love, show the other creatives love.
Yeah, baby.
what else, y'all bitches?
Oh yeah, and what have I been up to? So I've just been school.
I felt like you were
have
gonna say something totally different.
it's two things. School, I have stopped smoking, and when I say smoking,
Oh, congrats.
now hold on. Let me
damn.
get it right.
Oh,
I have
damn.
stopped smoking during the week and every day. There we go. There are literally. First of all, I am someone who is very aware of when I'm using drugs to like. Not self-medicate, but to like, you're stressed, so you're smoking or escape. Yes, is a very good thing. And I think one of the reasons why I didn't do so well in school last semester is just because I was like smoking like every waking second of the day. And it was because like I had things going on, So at the start of the summer, I told myself, hey girl, you're not going to be smoking during the week. And I've like literally, I only smoke now if I'm going out or like I don't, all my work is done. Yeah, if I have company. And it's allowed me to like really like meet my deadlines and things. And I've been so much more focused. So I'm happy about that. But good news. I got to meet Dominique Jackson, who plays Electra on Pose, bitch. And it was literally everything. Dominique, you are beautiful. You are so sweet. And just the few seconds that I was in your presence was amazing. I love the show. And yeah, it was just a pleasure. And we met Ricky.
Ricky from Pose.
The guy who plays Ricky. We met him at an event, and Delon. And the girls be out and about. In the city.
The events that all the girls should be at. We were there, and we meet these people. You girls should step on out.
Yeah, it was
So
it was
Kiki
cute.
corner out in the city.
Corner takes New York.
Oh yeah, it's and I just want to again thank you to all of the people that listen, but especially like the people who live in New York City, because this is like our stomping ground. This is our turf, and it's just really nice to have people come out and show us love. And bitch, they walk up on us too. They. Yeah, like it's so amazing. And we just thank all that listen and that retweet us and like us on Instagram and things. And we literally are building a family, and we thank you for being a part of it. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say, But yeah, girls.
Bitch. You okay, whatever.
Right.
So we're gonna move on.
Yeah, we're gonna go
I hate
ahead.
this name. How y'all call it? Icebreakers. Can we
yeah.
call it something else?
The
Something
backbreaker. That's the only thing.
Ooh.
Pull it out. What y'all want to
Pull it.
I
Pull
don't
it-
really know what
pull
we
it
just.
out.
Can we call it the backbreaker?
But it's nothing to do with sex.
We.
I mean, we could be a little. Listen, we can be a little sexual. Listen, the backbreaker.
We know you could be a little sexual
all
hoe.
could be a little sexual.
We
No shade.
know.
All the girls. All of them.
I fucking live. So, let's get started. Have you ever had a now or never moment?
You had an ouch?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just like hit my big ass horse tooth on the fucking microphone.
Look, We know you have a lot of practice sucking
No,
penises and shit. This ain't.
Bitch.
We know it's gold and it look pretty, but you can't put your mouth on it, ho.
Speaking of, let me redo that again. So the question is, have you ever had a now or never moment? I want to go first, actually. Yes, girl. I feel like I have a now and a never moment. It's like, do you want to spend your last $5? Girl, I don't know. No, I'm just playing.
You want to spend this $2 on Panda Express?
But is it important for you to get this glass, or this cup of coffee right
Girl, yes.
Panda Express worth it.
I feel like this is always a question that I have to address in my daily New York City life. But anywho, no. I mean, honestly, like moving to New York was a now or never moment. I think that people who are from where I'm from are born there. They live there all of their lives. Usually people only come to the part of Virginia where I'm from to be like in the Navy or Army. It's like military heavy. And even like my family, I can't think of anyone in my family who has like relocated or lived any other place but Virginia. I think that a lot of people still think that New York City is like 1998 New York City or the 90s where everybody's like getting raped and or mugged. Of course that still goes on here, but not like people from the South really think it's like really, really crazy in New York City. And there's just, well, I would say like just the people that I was around, and everybody just kind of said, you know, New York's too expensive. It's this, it's that. You know, just all of these crazy notions. And it really bothered me. And also, my boyfriend at the time had got into FIT, and we were supposed to like move up here together. So I had that. But moving to New York was definitely a now or never moment. Obviously, I took the leap of faith and moved here. But I'm scared to see what my life would have been if I chose not to move to New York. I feel like in the last 3 years, I've learned more than I've learned in my 29 years of living. And I think also one thing that I said in previous episodes, you really have to be uncomfortable to grow. And I think that all of the adversity that I've like overcome living in New York, I've grown from that, and I'm the person that I am today because of that. So, yeah. And I think in your now and never moment, desperation spawns a lot of beauty, if I could say that. Keep in mind, in New York, I was on probation for possession of marijuana. So it was very much of like, I could not drive. I could basically only like go to work and come home. So during that year that I was on probation, it was just like, bitch, I cannot wait till I'm able to like go to New York, do this, do that. And bitch, there's no shade. I went to court on the April 30th, bitch. And on May 1st, I motherfucking headed to New York. And I have not looked back ever since. I do miss my family, but baby, I am here to motherfucking stay. So that was my now or never moment.
Shit. I feel like during my young life, I've had a lot of now or never moments. I mean, like having sex for the first time was a now or never moment. I'm just like remembering that. But no, moving here was a now or never moment. I think just so I moved from my hometown, well, from Philly to Baltimore. I went to school there for 2 years.
Sheesh.
Stop acting like it was the depths of
Miss Baltimore is the ghetto.
No, it's not. I love Be More. Let me tell you, I love Be More. That's my peoples. I love them down there. Okay. Now y'all is a little country and hood, but I love y'all. Okay, that's what I'm about.
They're not even really the South, but they are country and hood, mama.
And then so I lived in Baltimore for 2 years, and I felt complacent. I felt bored. Like I was going to school, making dean's list, like being that bitch, and I was like, I'm kind of bored. I need a challenge. Like I didn't see myself doing my career the way that I wanted to do it there. I didn't see myself kind of flourishing and being who I was, who I wanted to be. And so I remember talking to Malik, but like I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna apply to FIT. Let me just do it. I wasn't in high school. I wasn't the best in the grades department. Well, actually, let me not say that. I was kind of good, but like I wasn't like FIT out the gate type good. And even as a transfer student, I was crossing my fingers and crossing my toes and my eyes and everything else. But that was my now or never moment. I either was going to get in or I wasn't. And this show was kind of in a balance for me. I didn't know if I was going to move to New York till April of the year that we first started recording. And we were like, well, we're still worried about whether Trey's going to be here or not. And we were like, okay. I was like, yeah, I should know the first of April. And then the 1st of April came and we was like, well, maybe next week. But that was my now or never moment. And it was either I was going to do it and jump into the deep end or I wasn't. And I feel like my life is better for it. I mean, nothing too bad has happened. I haven't really cursed anybody out. Well, no, one person I did. But I'm doing well. I mean, that's it. Aaron, since you was doing sign language to me, bitch. You.
Girl.
He was trying to tell you
To speak up.
Oh, he wanted me to speak up?
Yeah.
Sorry.
look at Aaron.
It's
I
always
love Aaron.
these two.
And I've missed him. The last
Yeah.
time we had to do a show, I couldn't sit next to him.
Yeah.
So I've missed
company.
you.
Aaron.
Look.
Uh-huh.
I wish we had visuals, bitch.
Because that would be a meme right there.
Hey, girl, hey.
Hey y'all.
He treats me so badly.
So my now or never moment has not happened yet. Looking when I was, when we decided this is the question that we were going to approach, I was thinking about it, and most of the moments in my life that have been that have changed me have not really been a now or never type moment. It's always been all right, we're gonna do this. It was a decision that I made, and I was confident in it, and whatever. There wasn't there wasn't much wavering. But I think my now or never moment is approaching quickly. I live in New York City. I go to school here, and in the fall, I'm gonna do an audition that's going to decide the trajectory of my school life, and that'll set me on the path that hopefully will lead me to my dreams coming true. And it really is a now or never moment because I don't know. I left home when I was barely 18. I moved to my own place, and I moved to Virginia, and then I moved back to Michigan, and then I joined the military. I've been all over the place, and I made a lot of decisions that have changed my life. And but this one is the one that really matters. And I've honestly been putting it all off because I've been scared or whatever. And so right now it's like okay, nigga, like this is it. This is the time. This is your time. It's now or never. So my moment is approaching. I'll let y'all know how it goes. But yeah, so.
Oh, it's my turn. I think I have two now or never moments. They're very, very quick. My first now or never moment didn't really work out well for me, but I had to make that move. I was working somewhere for 7 years, and I decided to make a move to change the job that I was in. It was for a marketing company. Well, I wasn't working for them. The next job was the marketing company, and I thought that would be the move for me. Going through the whole process, it turned out to not be the move for me, but I could not stay as comfortable as I was at a job for 7 years. I was too fucking comfortable, and I just had to make a move of changing. And it wasn't the best move. I have to keep saying that. It was not the best move. It has put me in some place, a space that I did not want to be in because I thought I could make that move, but it didn't work out, unfortunately. But it's still, not stopping me from doing my thing. Like, it's not stopping me at all. I'm still pushing through. And, that was just what it was. But the other now or never moment was this podcast. This was a now or never moment. I have to really, really push that this platform that we're on and what we do every week touches a lot of people. I don't think we sometimes don't really see what we're doing, but the feedback that we get from this show, anybody who listens to us, is very important, and everything that we say is touching someone. I cannot say that enough. Everything that we are saying on this show is touching so many people, and I just want to make that very, very clear, like clear as day. It touches so many people. And when I was approached by Malik to do the podcast, I was just like, girl, I don't know about this. There's a lot of podcasts out here in the streets, bitch. I don't know about what this is going to give. The streets be talking, and there were a lot of podcasts. I'm just like, girl, I don't want it to be a little hot topics type of thing. But no, we're talking about serious shit that happens in the LGBT community, in the Black community, and everybody can connect to us. So this was a now another moment, and I'm glad I fucking made it.
Yes, Ayanla.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lord.
Yeah. Oh, I had to get that off my chest. That was on my heart for the
It was. It seemed like it,
Yeah,
baby.
it was. No shade. It
Mhm.
was.
The
I'm glad I got
streets.
it out.
Malik,
What's up?
What? Oh.
did you?
You like
You
what?
said yours.
Yeah, I did say mine, but
Oh.
girl, yeah, you fucked it up, bitch.
Bitch, we speechless,
Okay.
hoe.
I'm just,
Bitch.
I've always had. Let me say something. I've always had that on my mind, and I just want everyone to and I'm talking about the group, all of us. I want you girls to understand.
Okay,
how
bitch,
big-
we understand. We
No,
hears you,
no, no. I don't.
bitch.
No, I don't think you guys do.
We
sometimes.
see each other.
I don't think y'all do sometimes, but
We
I'm just gonna keep saying
see
it. This could be
each
bigger
other.
than what the girls think it can be, and I think
Bitch,
all the
we
girls.
see each other.
I hope so. I hope the girls do.
Yeah, like I definitely agree with Stevie. I honestly was like, you know, it was an idea, but it keeps growing every week and every day. And I love y'all, and yeah.
Girl, we're gonna take a break
Yeah.
because these bitches is speechless. Stevie done dropped the mic and shit.
Uh-huh,
But
boy.
like we always say, don't go too far. Don't turn us off. I'm not gonna say like Malik can get a drink because bitches, that's what y'all been doing.
Get you a drink.
So top your drink off. Pour us a drink.
Okay.
And we'll be right motherfucking back.
Yeah.
Aji, 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 Aji. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Aji, Aji, Aji.
Hey, babies, it's Aaron, and you're listening to him. Make sure to follow us all on Twitter because, you know, we love having followers, and we're just as foolish there as we are here. Malik is Cosmic Cocaine _ Me, I'm Life Through Glasses, Life THRU Glasses. Trey is Trey X Parker, and Stevie is Stevie So Fetch _ Check us out.
Hey girls, we are back. I always feel like I say this all the time, but this is about to be interesting. I love to air the girls' dirty laundry out on air. Look, no.
It's okay.
But being vulnerable is so important, and people want to see transparency, you know, and you know, we've prided ourselves a little bit on being honest and kind of exposing our flaws to our listeners and growing from there. So this should be interesting. But today I wanted to center the discussion around our fears and how those fears manifest themselves in our professional and romantic life. So yeah, I'm going to start with Trey since she on Instagram.
Now, bitch, you saw me looking at a fine man on
right.
Instagram.
I had to use my. You know how the teacher calls out whoever's on their phone.
And
Yeah.
back then, I used to be like, "Well, I'm not answering."
Hey, girl.
Oh, hi. My fears. Bitch, you always trying to put us on a spot. I really don't know if I feel like this.
Come on out.
I have several fears. I mean, I always have a fear of being broke. And that's gonna be my fear. I can be a millionaire, a multi-millionaire, and have a fear of being broke. Just because I know what it feels like, and I've reached a level where I'm not on the cusp of, if I spend this last $5, I won't have nothing. I'm not going back to that. And so I'm gonna work as hard as I can. I'm gonna hustle as hard as I can or need to in order to not feel those feelings ever again. Fears. I mean, I have fears of being powerless and not being in control of certain situations, and that's a fear that sometimes I gotta let go of. But it's also a fear that has kept me protected from some shit. I think for me, having control of things, I feel like it's a Taurus in me. It's controlling situations helps me get the best out of certain situations. And so I'm a control freak. I like things my way because I feel like I know exactly what's best for that situation. And it's not always the most accurate.
Okay. Let's call a thing a thing.
But also, it is sometimes accurate. I gotta just let the shit fall and let these bitches know when it's over. Like, I told you so, bitch. But it's not always. I mean, when you're in a group with these three hoes, there's a lot of other opinions and there's a lot of other wants for how things are gonna shape up and turn out. So I mean, what other fears do I have? I feel like, I got fears of snakes.
Girl, we're not talking about. We're talking.
Girl, let her do her thing.
Bitch, you said fears.
I was talking. You know what I'm talking about, bitch.
Okay, bitch. I gave you some of my tea. I ain't gonna give it all.
I need it all.
I mean, who doesn't have a fear? I feel like everyone has a fear of being alone. Having a fear of not being valued, having a fear of, bitch, this isn't therapy.
The girls need
A bitch. I mean, I feel like for me, my main fears is being broke, being powerless, being not valued, and being just alone forever in a dark hole. Those are like 4 fears. And I think every day I work to not face those fears, but forget them. Because I feel like once you forget your fears, you're kind of limitless. You have nothing kind of holding you back. I feel like those fears are just a wall that you just got to keep knocking into until they fall down. So those are my 4 fears. I don't know if there was a limit or a minimum that I had to reach, but since the bitch put me on a spot.
Yeah.
Can I put somebody on the spot?
Please.
Oh my God. Malik, what's your 4 fears? What's your fears, ho?
Well, I had slightly talked about my fear of not being in love or being loved when we in the episode we spoke about Pose and about how Angel's character is really lonely, and I feel as though I always used to think that like there is not going to be anybody out there who loves all of me, and I think to a certain extent I still feel that way, and I think what eases that fear is me becoming more comfortable with myself and who I am as an individual, but I try not to let that fear of not being loved interfere with someone loving me, if that makes any sense. I think that, again, like I've stated before, that we have people out there who truly see us and want to be a part of our lives. But I think that because we're so fearful of certain things or because we've experienced certain things, we kind of push them away. So I'm learning to kind of turn break that barrier down and like starting to allow people to love me for who I am, and also like it goes into understanding that I am who I am. It's not changing, and I can't be something that I'm not, I think there's so many images out there of what a gay man should look like, and there are a lot of theories out there of how a gay man should look and how he should act. But I'm in control of my image, and no one else can be in control of that. And just continuing to love myself. I think another thing, it's not really a fear, but I think me being selfish, I fear that selfishness is going to get in the way of people loving me as well. I want to say I'm selfish just because, like, all of my life, people have catered to me. And by that, I mean, like, friends, family, everyone, and I've always kind of been the center of my world. But just in my relationship now, just learning that things can't always be about you. And when you have, when you're in a relationship and one person is constantly pleasing that other person and that the other person is not concerned about the other person's well-being, then it needs to be, something needs to change. So I guess my fear of being selfish is me being selfish and that getting in the way of me being loved is a fear. I will say, though, I think that being selfish also suits you professionally sometimes, because like depending on like where you are or what you do professionally, like you worried about other people don't necessarily get you anywhere, like sometimes. And I hate to say that. And I specifically want to talk about it a lot of in these last few months. I've kind of cut out a lot of people in my life because I no longer have like the mental capacity to check in on people and do certain things for people who don't reciprocate those things for me. And so like part of me, I guess the fear is, how do I say? I guess the fear is not being able to love who I love. I think we come into contact with people who we care about them and we love them, but they don't. I'm not going to say they're not deserving of our love and our care, but how do I put this in the best way? But just we can't do anything for that person, I have a friend who called me today before we started recording, and I had to pay it because I love her, but that whole talking every day, that was something that I had that we did in the past, but it's no longer like an option. So I don't know. I guess the fear is just just keeping people at arm's length. I think I love to love on people. So as soon as I meet someone, that's like an automatic thing for me. You know what I'm saying? But just kind of, I guess, knowing that my love is a privilege, I guess to say, and just utilizing that and knowing when to love someone and not to love someone is, I don't know. Yeah. But I would say, yeah, definitely like not being loved is a big fear for me. And I don't know. It's something that I'm working on.
Stevie bitch.
I think one of my biggest fears is that when it comes to me talking to guys, I think one of the biggest things that they all want and everyone wants is children. And I've ran into so many guys that have tried to talk to me and date. And the second that I mentioned that I don't want children is a big no-no. They're like, oh, well, I can't talk to you anymore because you're not with family values. You don't want to just, have children and, continue your legacy or whatever. And I'm just like, no, this is just not what I want. It's certain things you can't just force me to want. You know what I'm saying? And it was one dude that I was like completely in with, and he ended up moving away from PA to North Carolina. And I think me and Malik spoke about this before. But he was like the apple of my eye, and I really, really dig dude. And it was just like, what the fuck? You don't want to date me because I don't want children? That's the cutoff point? You're not even trying to get to know all of Steven? You're not trying to get to know Steven off of social media? You're not trying to do any of that? You're just wanting to be, if we're not having kids, that's it. So I think that's one of my biggest fears. That, and not even trying to be like really, really dark, but death. I'm very, very afraid of death.
You spoke on that.
Yeah. I'm very, very afraid of death. I think it came something in my mind. I shouldn't say this, but I think about death all the time.
I think that's common.
No, but it's like I'm like fearful sometimes to even come outside, even though I seem like the social butterfly. But I leave my house sometimes and I'm just like, okay, am I gonna make it home? Like, and it's sad to say that, but it's the truth. It's sometimes I come out of my house and I'm just like, oh, all right, push, and that's it. But death is definitely one of my biggest fears. I don't know why I think about it all the time, but I do. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. But yeah, those two things, a man who doesn't want me for not wanting children and death. Those are two, and not being able to fix problems that I have with people that I love. I can't stand the fact that me and my friends are not talking. I think I said this a lot. Me and my friends are not in communications right now. Some of my bestest friends, well, some of my really good friends, we are not in communication over a situation that's really, really dumb. But I can't find it in myself to fix it right now because I'm like, they should have been there for me. So I think one of the biggest fears that I have also is to connect and bring things back together that were already really, really solid, that just fell off because of miscommunications of people with their attitudes and their egos and everything. So that's a big thing for me too, making sure the connections come back to one.
I just want to say quickly that one thing that really bothers me, or just it gets me up in arms, is I really want to be happy, and I want my mother to see me happy and settled before she passes away. I think that my mom, great mom, she raised me and my sister with the best way that she knew how, and also with very little resources. And I think all my mother wants is to see us settled and happy. And I've taken my mom through a lot these last 3 years living in New York, and over some of the hugest teas. And especially one of them being homeless. When I was homeless, my mom, she couldn't do anything for me. And also living 6 hours away, I'm not even sure what her mental capacity was going through this as well. And I think that's something that we don't think about. We bring our problems to our parents, and it's just like, well, what mental space do they have to be in to be there for us and support us without like stepping in, giving us money or whatever, whatever. So I want to say that my biggest fear is that like I'm not gonna be okay before my mother leaves this earth, and that like really, really bothers me. So like everything that I do now and moving forward has been to not only make myself happy and proud, but also make my mother proud, because it's just like our parents worry when we're out here doing what we do, and that's something that I don't want her to do, is worry. I want to be settled. I want to have a roof over my head and things of that nature. So yeah, I'm sorry, Aaron.
Thanks for having the emotional moment.
Okay, yeah, no shade.
I think the same thing.
No shade.
Bitch, I hate you.
Child, my sister, just she's in the hoop, and I'm in a hoop in New York, and it's just like, child, the only thing before my mother leave this earth, I want her to be able to rest and know that I'm okay, and that her daughter is okay, and know that we got each other's back. So yeah.
Aaron?
Come on out. Look, Stevie over here crying.
Bitch, because you know how I am with my mom. So it's just like, bitch, I think the same way. I don't mean to steal your shine, but you stole the words right out of my mouth, especially when it comes to my mom. I really want her to understand that everything she does for me as of right now, and everything she's done through my whole entire life, has helped me to be who I am. So yeah, I definitely feel you on that. Sorry, Aaron.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Aaron.
Yeah, so I don't talk about this much. So it's, No. I don't think it's not really a tear thing. It's just when it comes to my innermost shit, I don't really, I do this thing where I try to solve it myself. But at the very core of me, I fear failure. And the way that it manifests is a little different than what I've seen it manifest in other people. It's not a loud fear, it's not like oh wow, I can't do this. Like, I should just sit here. It's a quiet fear. It's a creeping fear. The only way I can think of to describe it is like, it's like tendrils of fog, and it moves across the planes in my mind very, very quietly. And sometimes I don't even notice it stopping me making my movements. It tends to create a fork in the road when there shouldn't be one. There should be one path to the things that I want to do and the things that I want to accomplish. And it creates a fork, and I always take that other road. And it's not until I'm a few steps down it that I realize what I've done. But I just keep going down that road until I come to another fork, and it just goes that way. And it's been that way for a long time. And it tends to branch out in all different directions. It's not just my professional life; it's my romantic life. It's my relationship with my family. It's religion, like all these different things. There's an overlying fear of failure, like failing, doing what I really want to do with my life, failing my mother, trying to make sure that she's proud of me, failing whoever it is that I'm dating or in a relationship with, and it stops me from doing it has stopped me from doing a lot of things, and it's difficult for me to deal with, and facing it, knowing that I know that it's there, but it's like catching a hold of it is difficult. That's why I described it as fog, because you can't catch fog in your hand. When you try to, it just slips through your fingers, and that's the way. It's like I'm fighting mist. I'm fighting vapor, and it's really difficult to get a hold on it. But I'm trying, and I'm aware. So that's definitely the first step, and we're taking steps. But that is my overall. That is my fear. So yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to say that we're reading a lot. Look, I'm an English major. I'm reading a lot. But one thing that I really want to say to y'all is just like, we really have to look inside ourselves and understand like we're beautiful and we can do anything that we put our minds to. And I know that's so cliche and it's so easier said than done. But I think about how when we're around each other and we're like, oh girl, you got this. And we need to really start taking that with us. So when our voice isn't enough, we have that love and support of our friends and family saying like, bitch, you got this. Cause I think, I think we all live very interesting lives and we all have certain challenges. But I don't think that, I think we're capable of everything that we're presented with, and meaning that we are able to overcome anything that we put our minds to. But yeah, looking forward and moving forward, I just really want us to just start thinking differently about how can we live a better and stressless life. Because I think fear causes unneeded stress. Like some things that we shouldn't be stressed out about. It's because of fear and because we feel as though we're not adequate enough. So yeah, I think it's time for Trey's woo woo.
Yeah, but before I go on to that, okay, so I was on Instagram and stuff, and you know who are so cute together? Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson. Here, you two.
Did you see that boss up caption?
Yes, Ariana was spilling the tea.
She said that 10-inch.
She needed to stop telling people.
She's a size queen too.
Oh,
Bitch, word on the street.
Mama said that 10-inch long.
One of her fans, because she
She has an album coming out.
I think she named one of the songs or interludes Pete.
Oh.
And so one of her fans asked her how long Pete is. They were talking about the interlude and not, but then they specified immediately after that tweet. But as a joke, she said, I don't know, like 10 inches.
Yeah.
There's the truth to every joke.
You know how you be having sex so good that you just
Yeah.
turn into a hot mess.
Yeah.
Like that's what's happening to Ariana. I support, you know what I'm saying, because I she looks like she's happy. She's getting fucked to within an inch of her life. You know what I'm saying, and that's always good. And I'm here for it. So and they are cute together to me. Like and Pete is funny as shit. So like I'm here for it.
I love Ari.
So I have like a weird, like, I don't want to say obsession, but I really love Pete. Like, I just think he's the cutest thing, and I think he's so funny. What, bitch?
His Weekend Update things are hilarious.
Yeah, okay.
I gotta get into her.
But no. Just watching them too. I feel like they're so cute and they're engaged and stuff. It's just like the light is coming for her. That was so corny. But anyway, it's motherfucking Jam of the Week time, hoes. Do I gotta go roll calling you hoes? Is somebody gonna step up? Stevie, you know what? It's your turn, bitch. Always talking out the side of your mouth, acting up in front of company.
Okay. So this jam of the week. Me and Malik actually were at his apartment jamming to this. I don't know. It's Lettucey's Pieces of Me. We had like a little like, bitch, that's my song. Yeah, the song is basically about Let us see basically saying that all the pieces of her should be appreciated and that she is that girl and that she wants everyone to love her just as she is. And I look at that sometimes and say the same thing about me. I really want everyone to appreciate me for who I am no matter what, flaws and all. So my jam of the week is Pieces of Me by Let Us See.
I like that song. Malik.
Yeah, I feel like I had a moment walking, living in New York City, you always have this moment when you're walking down some avenue and it's giving very much of girl, I got my music in, my hair is blowing in the wind, bitch, and I'm feeling it. But no, this is actually, look, I'm going to dedicate this song to my baby. Come on. I love this song, but it's Sometimes by Ariana Grande. And she's just saying like, girl, I'm not thinking about leaving you ever. Like, you is cool in the game. I love you. Cause we're connected moments. Tattoos on my mind. I ain't even thinking leaving sometimes. I ain't thinking even letting go. So yeah, like I fucking live. Yeah. Love is interesting when you're dating your best friend. I just want to put that out there. So yeah.
I felt that.
Okay, bitch.
Like, living.
How
beautiful.
Aaron, love,
Jam of the week.
jam of the week.
My jam of the week is "Let It Go" by James Bay. I love that song. It's beautiful and it kind of makes me cry every time I listen to it. So yeah, that's basically it. That's my jam.
Okay. It is my jam of the week is "Dance to This" by Troye Sivan and Ariana Grande. I just like the song. It's cute. It's not like something that's like a huge heavy ballad, but just like we go out all the time. Like, let's just spend time together. And he says something in the song like, in the kitchen you still look fine. Like, let's just dance here. Like, let's put our bodies together. It's cute. I love me some Troye Sivan, and I was really kind of worried about what him and Ariana Grande would sound like together, just because they're like two different vocal styles. And I'm like, bitches, you gonna be wailing over the track, Ariana? Like, I need to know. But she wasn't, and she kept it very subdued and real sexy and seductively. So yeah, I love it. Yeah. But yeah, that's my fucking jam of the week. We got anything else? Anything other announcements?
No, can we say that we love everyone who listens to us every week?
Bitch, you say that every week.
We should, and we're gonna keep saying it every fucking week. Thank you to the people who listen to us every week and support us and everything. And how about we talk about Aaron doing the thread every fucking Friday?
Yeah.
Mama, you put that together. Come on out. Don't hide in the shadows, Mama. You do that every fucking week, mamas.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so every Friday I do a question thread about some shit.
That we talk about on the episode.
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah,
And I tweeted out from our Twitter, him podcast. That's what the Twitter's name is. So, check it every Friday, and I got some questions for that ass. Yeah.
That was cute. Anything else? Like always, catch Stevie live tweeting on Sundays and on Wednesdays. Wait, is My House the season finale this week? No, it's over.
No, I don't know.
I can't remember.
I can't keep up.
Bitch, that's your job, ho.
I mean, I think it's this week. I think it's this week coming up. I think the season finale is there, but I'll still be tweeting about Pose. Yeah.
Pose, bitch.
Okay.
Like we always say, catch us every motherfucking Wednesday.
Every motherfucking Wednesday.
Thank you, Pips. I felt like Gladys Knight.
Yeah.
And we love y'all. Don't get too drunk. Don't get too wild. And if so, save some time and invite us out too. Bye.
Yeah, baby.
Bye, baby.
Come on, let's go. Magic. Magic.